The day has finally come, guys. You have been asking me to fly this thing, and I don't know what I'm more excited about, to fly it myself or to finally show you guys this thing in the air. We got the FlishRC 500 size Blackhawk. Now, if you want to see the detailed overview of me unboxing and assembling this thing, I will leave that link. I think that video got well over 100,000 views, which shows me that you guys are definitely excited to see this thing in the air. Now, what's cool about this is it does have a detailed cockpit, so I am making this FPV, and I am getting something else custom airbrush right now, and as soon as that's done, this is going out to get all custom weathered with my name on it, and just kind of gonna deck this thing out because the Blackhawk is one of my all-time favorite helicopters. I did glue on the exhaust upside down, so I'm gonna try to rip those things off even though they're epoxied on and put them on the right way. I didn't know that until somebody else came into the comments and said, dude, how do you have a $2,500 helicopter and you glue your exhaust on upside down? Well, yeah, leave it to me. That's kind of what goes down. Now, with that being said, guys, it is freezing out. We're getting a blizzard tomorrow, so I figured today's the perfect day to get out here while there's still, you know, not that much snow, and we could get a flight out. Now, this does come ready to fly. If you guys are new here and you didn't see the unboxing, 4,300 milliamp 6S battery FlishRC pack. I'm going to put it in, and yeah, today's just a flight, man. GPS heli, these things are extremely easy to fly. Now, the one thing I'm not a fan of this helicopter, which I like way better on the Cobra, is the battery placement. It's kind of annoying. I'll finagle it in here. Now, for me, I put it in sideways rather than up and down, because when it's up and down, I have to worry about strapping and messing up the wire and the balance lead. So that's kind of how I'm going to have this battery, just like that. Let her initialize. Now, guys, that GPS can take a little bit to get our signal. So what we're looking for is up top. We're looking for that light to turn green. Once that light turns green, that means we have signal and we are ready to take off. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this over here away from us, because I'm gonna try the return to home function. Now, if you guys don't know, as I said, this does have GPS, which means anybody can fly it, even a beginner, but I can also take it out of GPS mode, attitude mode, which I am gonna try. Then we have 6G mode. I don't know if I'm gonna use that one yet. Now, you guys see how that light is blinking green? So what that means I gotta do, I'm gonna hold this left stick to the inner right. Now it goes solid green, and I go stop to run. That's it, let her spool up. Guys, this thing is mean. Oh, I lost the missile. It's all right. I probably didn't glue it on good enough. Honestly, I'm not sure if that even gets glued on. But what I want to do first, before I do anything, guys, I'm just gonna let it hover there for a second. We have a light breeze, which I'm actually happy about, because it shows you how stable these things are. So I'm gonna go out into the field a little bit, keeping it nice and low. All right, we'll leave it right there. Here's what I'm gonna do, guys. We're going full left. She's got some speed. We're gonna go full right. I'm gonna go a little bit higher. We're gonna go full forward. I'm gonna let go. Full backwards. The wind's blowing right now. I'm gonna let go. And guys, what I'm doing right now is showing you that if you've never flown a helicopter, as you see, I'm not really touching the sticks much. Even if you haven't flown a heli, you know, it's expensive, but it's a good option. Do some nice coordinated turns here. Dude, it's crazy, because as soon as I took off, the wind just started blowing. As you see on my face, I'm squinting right now. The wind is coming right at me. But man, the Blackhawk looks beautiful. If I had to choose between the Blackhawk and the Cobra for line of sight flying, I'm definitely going Blackhawk. But if I had to choose for FPV, I think the Cobra is going to be a better option, just because the cockpit's way bigger. But then again, it might be cool because this does have a better scale cockpit. But man, it's flying so easy, guys. Now, the one thing I'm hoping to see with FlishRC is that I'm hoping to see them take the direct drive motors in the rear and make them belt drive. Just because, you know, a lot of you guys are complaining when you buy a helicopter that's this expensive. You want to have a heli where you don't hear that tail rotor, you know, the motor spooling up that much. And I will agree with that. I will. I think a belt drive would be nice. But man, look at that thing. She looks so good. I want to see if this switch right here is a dual rate. It's not labeled, so let's see. No, it's not. So it's not used on these helicopters. All right, what I want to do now, I'm going to stop it right there. I'm going to go into attitude mode. So now, you know, I still have a gyro, but I don't have GPS. So it'll fly a little bit faster. And when you're flying FPV, in attitude mode is definitely the way to go. And I did that with the Cobra. I know you guys are waiting to see that video. I promise you it's going to be coming. So it's a lot faster in attitude mode. That wasn't even full speed forward. I'm going to go into the wind and we'll go full speed forward. So there it is, coming in. Guys, look at this thing. A little bit of an oscillation there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gyro overcorrecting. All right, let's bring it over here real quick. And I'm gonna go stay low to the ground when I do this. But I'm gonna hit it. I'm actually skeptical to do it. But what I'm doing now, I'm gonna go into 6G because I wanna see if the head speed changes. We're gonna go right there. You know what, let me land it and go into 6G. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go into GPS mode real quick. Dude, that wind is coming at us hard right now. I'm gonna bring it in right there. I'm gonna go 6G for a second. Nah, head speed did not change. All right, guys, we're going back up. Let me get this thing away and let's bring it up top. Because when I tell you this wind is pretty heavy right now, I'm not making that up. So we're right here. I'm gonna let go completely. I mean, look at that thing. Can you zoom out? Let me go right above the trees, because that'll show these people like exactly how, you know, stable this thing is. I mean, guys, show the trees so they could see that this thing really is not moving even with that wind. And what I'm going to do real quick, for those of you guys that worry about landing one of these, we're going to go return to home. Now what it should do, if I'm too low, it's going to bring itself to a higher altitude, but I guess I'm fine at the altitude I was at. Now I'm going to let it come in and land itself. I'm not going to touch it at all. It should land within, I was going to say 10 feet of itself, but that's not 10 feet. Well, that actually might be 10 feet. Cheyenne's panicking. Guys, that actually is landing within 10 feet of itself. That's actually 5 feet. If you see the missile there, I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to let it come in and land itself. That might land exactly where I took off. All right. What I want to do real quick, I want to check this missile and see why it came off. So I didn't glue this on. That's why it's just like it's like a groove thing. I guess I got to glue that on, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to let the guy that airbrushes this decide if he wants to glue those on, because he's going to custom do all these missiles and stuff. Now you should get 8 to 12 minutes of flight time. I don't have my battery checker here, but what I am going to do is swap the battery. I do have 2 batteries, so I'm going to pull this battery out real quick. No sense in me going back up with the same battery since I do have 2 packs. I'm going to pull that out and I'll put the other battery in. Now guys, like I said, FlishRC 4300 milliamp. It's going to be tough to get a regular size battery in this thing. You could probably do it up and down if you trust that Velcro, and then maybe Velcro it around instead of up and down. I'm sure there's a lot of different options for that, but let me get that other pack. Let's go back up. Flight 2 in a right stick. That light should have went green. Oh, there it is. We get the sound. Spool on up, guys. Make sure you are in GPS mode. There we go, full RPM, light lift. Now I hope the camera caught that landing gear lifting off. Why every time I take off, the wind just kicks out of nowhere? I'm gonna land again real quick. That way you guys can, you know, zoom in on that landing gear. I want them to see that landing gear actually flexing. You ready? See that? And we're lifting off. I love that. Guys, this helicopter looks so good. It's gonna look even better once this thing is airbrushed. Now again, you're full forward. I can let go. It's gonna stop itself and it's gonna hold that position, man. Same thing, full left, stop, hold its position, full right, stop. Guys, so if you're flying this thing around, it doesn't matter what you're doing. At any time, if you're panicking, just let go. When you're in GPS mode, the helicopter is going to stabilize. It's going to hold its position exactly where it is. Even if the wind's blowing, these things can fight some wind. Now, I'm going to go up a little bit. Let's bring it over this way. Let's just show you like complete comfort in flying low, flying high. Like these helis, they really are. They're amazing technology. You know, it flies like a drone. If you could fly a GPS-enabled drone, DJI or something like that, you could fly one of these helicopters. Yes, we don't have a camera on it yet, but it flies just as easy. And in my opinion, what's better looking, a DJI drone or a Blackhawk? Now, again, my hands are off the controller. I'm just showing you guys how simple these things really are to fly. Nice little action shot. That tail rotor definitely has some sound to it, that motor. It's not quiet by any means, but might even be a little bit louder than the Cobra. Guys, this thing looks good. So that's full left. That tail rotor's not that loud. Full right should be louder. Yeah, it's definitely louder right. Let's go full power up. Full power down. Now again, it's going to be a lot faster in 6G. It's faster in attitude, but that's not to say in GPS mode it doesn't got speed, man. It's definitely got some good speed to it. These things are just so cool, dude. This thing's going to look so great flying FPV. I'll be chasing the Cobra heli. All right, let me bring it in and land it. Tell you a couple things I love about it. A couple things that I wish that they would change. And we'll call that a maiden flight. I know you guys have been waiting for me to fly it, so I did want to get out here and get this thing in the air. FlishRC 500 size. Look at that thing. Bring her on in. Just like that, hit stop. She's shutting off. All right. Now guys, obviously I love the way this thing looks. I said that already in the beginning. I love the flight time. I do like the performance. I want to tinker with that a little more as I get comfortable with it. I don't want to crash this thing yet because I do want to make it FPV. Now, it's probably very difficult for the camera to see, but I'll do an overlay. If you could just look in there, super scale cockpit. So when we FPV it, it's literally going to look like we're flying a real Blackhawk heli. Can't wait for that. Couple things that I wish they would change on these models. First one being, I think the battery placement could have been a little bit better. The second thing, the motor. I really do. You know, it's not the end of the world. I do like how they enclosed it because they didn't do that on the Cobra heli. But I think they should figure out a way to make these belt drop like the 700 size. And it would just get rid of that little whiny sound. You have much more of a chopper like woo, woo, woo sound. So that's, you know, the other thing that I would like to see. Other than that, man, I think these things are top tier. If you have a budget and you're looking for something that's easy to fly and looks great, definitely the FlishRC 500 size, whether it's the Blackhawk, the Cobra, the EC135. They have the Airwolf, I think, has retractable landing gear now. So they're definitely doing cool things with these. And I hope to see a Chinook one day. So that's that. But anyway, guys, appreciate you watching. Definitely stay tuned because, as I said many times, it is getting airbrushed and we are FPVing it. So I will see you guys when we get that done. Till next time.